Ah, okay, okay. I was having difficulties getting the front screen to work in video mode. Yes, but now it seems to be working. Um, um, Now if I can just remember how to do it, there seems to be a weird, yeah, with the sun in my eyes like this, it's difficult to see, um, um, the screen, and there's some little dots in the upper left corner, three dots, and that seems to be able to adjust the video mode for the front screen in the camera, where you guys can see the picture of the guy that's doing the talking here. Yeah, yeah. So that's a good thing. Because it's nice to be able to see who's talking, right? That's the whole purpose of making videos with people that think they got something important to say, and the world's full of them. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, um, yeah, I did one yesterday and it was really goofy. I didn't have my hair combed and I need to trim my beard, but at least my hair is a little bit less scraggly. And this might actually get onto YouTube, but maybe not. But I want to show you something. See, American Free Press, and tracking the trilateral commissioners. Um, yeah, and the date there is May 5th and 12th, so you can see it in the upper corner there. And I like to do that kind of just to give a video context that this is about the 13th of May 2014, and Tuesday, and see, in legal and legal law is time sensitive, and being able to flash things like this, it's pretty good documentation that, yeah, it was sometimes after the date on the front cover of this newspaper, because it would take a humongous amount of effort to forge something like this. And it's much more likely that it's really the date that I'm describing here, okay? So, anyway, a lot's going through my brain, and I'm hoping to be able to use this new fancy camera I've got to upload videos to YouTube to talk about critically important things to save the planet and the people on it. Because we're in precarious positions. We're in difficult positions. And I try to talk with people. I try to build consensus. I am the biggest person on the planet that I know that is making sincere efforts to try to build consensus with people around the laws of nature and nature's God. I hear other people talking about it, but I don't hear them patronizing the talk show phone conferences and other conferences and sending out emails to lists, talking to people about, hey, please, let's come together to try to talk about how we can speak with a single voice of the laws of nature and nature's God, so that God's kingdom might come to this earth and bring us the peace and justice and truth that is talked about in the Bible. Even if you're just Jew. The Old Testament talks about peace and justice too, and so do the Muslim community. We're all the Abrahamic religions, the Muslims, the rabbinical Jews, Pharisaical Jews, as well as the Roman Catholic Christians and the Protestant denominations. We all profess the same basic belief system based upon truth and justice. In the Declaration of Independence, the first sentence talked about the laws of nature and nature's God. Okay, that is non-denominational. It transcends Judaic or Christian, Protestant, Roman Catholic, Russian Orthodox, as well as the Muslim religions. And I dare say that's probably what Buddhism and Hinduism is all about, although I haven't really excuse me, studied the Buddhist and Hindu religions in a whole lot of detail. But seeking harmony with the laws of nature and nature's God should be something that everybody of all of the religions, even atheists and agnostics, everybody should be able to get around that because it's self-evident. The Declaration of Independence talked about issues that are self-evident. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to comprehend what's being talked about. Laws of nature and nature's God. There are certain natural laws that must govern human society if they're to get along in peace. The criminals have to be purged from being able to negatively influence and parasite off of society. I'm not fond of that word terrorists, but the word terrorist is as commonly referred to, is as fashionably used, is generally an indicator of what in our traditional Anglo-American common law system under the Declaration of Independence, or at least as recognized in it, is criminal. It's a violation of the laws of nature and nature's God, and the terrorists or the criminals or whatever you want to call them, they have to be excluded from their ability to negatively influence and terrorize and parasite off of the more honorable and self-disciplined and responsible and reasonable people in our modern American society. And it's good to not get all caught up in the panic. The ship is going down. We need to go for the lifeboats. But it's going down slowly. And for those with eyes to see and ears to hear, we need to be engineering, working towards the lifeboats or a call to help to another ship, something here for a plan B, because this modern mode of especially American government under the bipartisan evil empire of George Bush and Barack Obama and numerous of their predecessors in interest, Nixon, Johnson was in on the Kennedy murder, you know. Chief Justice of the Supreme Court Earl Warren facilitated the cover-up. It goes to the core. High-level Masons were involved in the forming of the United States Constitution document, the Articles of Confederation. Did need some tweaking, but they were basically just fine. They were very organic and accountable to the smaller communities, the individual states. Now we got no accountability for the states. The states are just puppet regimes. And the slippery slope started downhill from the 1789 written Constitution document. Anyway, I'm ranting, and I hope to be doing more videos. And it's a nice sunny day. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but the sun's in my eyes pretty good here. The lighting's good. And nice background, huh? Yeah. This is a real nice park up here in my neighborhood that I'm in. And I got good people around me. I got a new high-tech phone. And I've got computers with Linux operating system on it that's not under the control of the evil empire of the NSA and Bill Gates and Microsoft, MSG, Microsoft Gates, monosodium glutamate, toxic. You guys need your, well, looks like they're having fun. Yeah. Noisy little suckers. Those should be electric. They should be electric. Smelly too. We need to go to electric scooters. But anyway, I was talking about something before that noise came in, and I forget what it was. My brain skitters around a whole lot. Sorry. I consider myself a genius. You don't have to agree, but geniuses are eccentric, notorious. Yeah, I'm a little bit eccentric. If you want to pick on me about that, go ahead. I got a lot of other people picking on me about a whole lot of other things that are way more significant than that. Yeah, my memory's less than perfect. So, a lot of data floating through my brain. That's my excuse, and I think I made a decent little video here. If it might actually get onto YouTube, I don't know, I'll review it here. But, yeah. And think about getting a copy of the American Free Press. It's, one of my favorite magazines, probably 30 years ago or so. Yeah, I started picking up on this. In its former form, the Spotlight. Anyway, plug for those guys. I know they're less than perfect. There's people that say that Cardo, the head of it, is involved in some type of conspiracy related to the John Birch Society, who is also less than perfect. But, I mean, by their fruits you will know them. This is biblical. I think it's Old Testament as well as New, Judeo-Christian. By their fruits you will know them. And there's a lot of people that are really screwed up, dysfunctional, hard to work with people, but they're doing generally good work. You gotta look at the good work, the fruitages of the Spirit, and just try to get past them. We gotta build the coalition. We gotta build the community to come together to establish the kingdom of God, of truth and justice and peace on this earth. My name's Charles Stewart. I live in Sandy, Oregon, a little subdivision called Cascadia Village. This is the background of Cascadia Village. Yeah. Yeah. God be with all honorable people here. Bye.